London's postal workers are out on strike today in protest over the government's plans to part-privatise Royal Mail.
We're striking today over the destruction of the service that we provide to the public and the destruction of our terms and conditions. It was a manifesto commitment from the Labour Party to keep the post office publicly owned, and they've broken that manifesto promise. It's crazy when you think about it that they're nationalising every bank that's in trouble, and yet at the same time they're trying to privatise an industry that gives a great service to the public. Royal Mail actually made over £700 million profit last year, at a time when we've got a recession going on. And to turn around and say to the workforce off the back of that profit that they're not entitled to a pay rise on top of everything else that's going on is completely unacceptable.
The government claim that a pension deficit is the problem.
The pension deficit is a deficit that is the responsibility of the government. For 13 years, Royal Mail didn't pay a penny into our pension scheme. So whilst the workforce were contributing their part of the pension, Royal Mail took a pensions holiday. So if there's a problem with the pension scheme, then they're responsible for it and they should put it right. And if it's good enough to bail out the bankers, then it's good enough to bail out postal workers' pensions.
The proposal is to sell Royal Mail to TNT, a company that has a long history of attacking the pay and conditions of workers.
We know TNT are a union busting firm. We know that the government itself are hell-bent on trying to destroy our union. They want to take the union out of the workplace without any shadow of a doubt, and our members know that and they understand that. We know that in Holland, where TNT run a postal service there, we do know that 85% of the workforce are part-time. Now, in this country, most postal workers are full-time, and we are seeing, as a part of the destruction of our terms and conditions, Royal Mail, by stealth, trying to turn every full-time job into a part-time job, and it's just not acceptable.
But the postal workers have the public support on their side.
I think we've got a very, very good chance. I mean, we've got a weak government. Over 150 Labour MPs have signed the early day motion condemning the part privatisation of the industry, and we know that the second reading of the bill has been postponed at this moment in time. I don't think they're totally confident, especially at a time when you think that they might have to, if they were to go ahead with it, rely on support from the Tories to actually get it through Parliament. So I think we've got a very good chance. We did it in '93, and I believe we can do it again. The public didn't vote for privatisation of the post office. They didn't vote for that. I don't believe the public want privatisation. It's a great service. Yes, things are going to change, but it's important that the union is at the heart of that change, shaping the change, making sure that we protect the service and make sure that we protect our members' terms and conditions as well.